Guys, welcome back. So in the previous lecture we have seen how to reverse the array. In this video we will see how to remove duplicates from an array. So this is our input array, that is A. Let's just store the indexes. Size of an input array will be 5. So here you can clearly see that 6 and 6 are duplicates. So we have to remove this. Again, I'll recommend you to please pause the video and think and try the solution of this. Think and try to build the logic or solution of this problem so that you'll get some hint of this solution. Okay. So the very first approach that comes to your mind is the brute force approach. Okay, where we will iterate through this array and we'll just check if the current element is equal or not equals to the next element, and we'll just store it. But problem arises where to store it. So we'll just initialize the temp array with the size equals to our input array, that is 5 only. Okay, let's just store the indexes here. So we'll just iterate through this array and we'll just check if the current element is equals to or not equals to the next element. So here 5 and 6 are not equal, so we'll just store 5. Okay, then we'll just come at 6 and we'll just check 6 with the next element, that is 6 only. So here 6 and 6 are duplicates, so we'll do nothing. We'll just increment the count of iteration. Then again we'll check 6 with 7. So 6 and 7 are not equal, so we'll just store 6. Then again we'll increment and we'll just check 7 and 8. So 7 and 8 are not equal, so we'll just store 7. And last element will be stored, that is 8, like that only. So let's just see the pseudocode of this solution. So this is the pseudocode of the previous approach that we have discussed, that is by using a temp array, that is the extra space. So here I am using 2 pointers, that is I and j. I for iterating through this input array. Let's just say this is our input array and this is our extra space array, that is temp array. So let's just initialize the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's just store element, that is 5, 6, 6, 11 and 8. Okay, so I for iterating through this input array and j for keeping the count of our unique element. So first of all our j is 0 and I is 0, and we'll just check 0th element, that is a of 0 with a of 0 plus 1, that is 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 are not equal, so we'll just store 5 here and we'll just increment the count of j, that is now j will become 1 first. Okay, and then again we'll increment the count of I. So 1 is also less than n minus 1, that is 4. Okay, so 1 is less than 4, so we'll come into this loop and again we'll check 1 with 2, that is 6 and 6. So 6 and 6 are equal, so we'll not go into this if loop, rather than we'll just increment the count of I. So now our I will become 2. So 2 is less than 4, condition true, will come into this loop. Then again we'll check a of 2 element with a of 3. So 6 and 7 will be checked. So 6 and 7 are not equal, so we'll just store 6 into our a temp of 1. Then again we'll increment the count of j. Now j will become 2. Then again we'll increment the count of I. So I will become 3. So 3 is less than 4, condition true, will come into this loop. And again we'll check a of 3 element with a of 3 plus 1, that is 4. So 7 and 8. 7 and 8 are not equal, so we'll just store 7 into our temp array and we'll increment the count of j. Then again our I will be incremented 4. So 4 is less than 4, condition false, will come out of the loop, but last element is remaining. Just because we have nothing left next to the element, so that we will check our last element with the next element, because there is no next element to it. So that's why for storing the last element, will store the last element at last of the loop, that is a of n minus 1, that is fourth. A of 4 will be stored into a of j element. The last value of j is 3. So our 8 will be stored into our temp of 3. Okay. So here I have got the non-duplicate element in our temp array. Okay. So let's just discuss the time complexity of this solution. So the time complexity of this solution will be O of n, because we are iterating through this array, input array once, and the space complexity of this solution will be O of n, because we are using the extra space here. This temp is nothing but the extra space. Okay, so this is not very efficient solution. We can optimize this solution by not using the extra space. Okay, so let's just see how we can do this. But in this approach, we'll just store the element into that array only. We'll just in our input array only. Okay, this is our input array. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 7 8. In the previous approach, we are storing this unique element into our extra space, but here I'll just make changes here only, in our input array only. I'll not use any temporary array. So 5 and 6 are equal, so 5 will be stored here. 5 and 6 are not equal, so 5 will be stored. Then again we'll check 6 and 6. So 6 and 6 are equal, so we'll increment, and then again we'll check 6 and 7. So 6 and 7 are not equal, so we'll store 6 here. Okay, and again, so like that our unique element will be stored into our input array. Okay, so this is our unique element array. Okay, keep in mind that in the previous approach we are using extra space, but here we are not using any extra space. We are just making changes in our input array only. Okay, so the time complexity of this solution will be O of n, because we are iterating through the input array once, and the space complexity will be O of n, because we are not using any extra space here. Okay, so that's it. Make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. So till then, bye. I'll see you in the next video.